Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for standing by. Welcome to PDD's third quarter 2022 earnings conference call. At this time, all participants are in the listen-only mode. There will be a presentation followed by a question and answer session, at which time, if you wish to ask a question, you will need to press star one on your telephone. I must advise you that this conference call is being recorded today. I would now like to hand the conference over to your host today, Mr. Cheng Pen. Sir, please go ahead.
Thank you, operator. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Chen, and I will help host the earnings call. PDD earnings release was distributed earlier and is available on our website at investor.pddholdings.com, as well as through GlobeNewswire services. Before we begin, I would like to refer you to our safe harbor statement in earnings press release, which applies to this call, as we will make certain forward-looking statements. Also, this call includes discussions of certain non-GAAP financial measures. So please refer to our earnings release, which contains a reconciliation of the non-GAAP measures to GAAP measures. Joining us today on the call are Chen Lei, our Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, Liu Jun, our VP of Finance. Lei will make some general remarks on our performance for the past quarter and our strategic focus. Jun will then take us through our financial results for the third quarter ended September 30th, 2022. During the Q&A session, Lei will answer questions in Chinese, and I will help translate. Please kindly note that all translations provided are for reference purpose only. In case of any discrepancy between the original remarks and the translated version, statements in the original language should prevail. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, Chen Lei. Lei, please go ahead.
Thank you, Chen, and hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining our 3Q 2022 earnings call. Let me start by giving a brief overview of our third quarter results. Our total revenue for this quarter was RMB 35.5 billion. This represents a year-on-year increase of 65%. Over the past quarter, we worked closely with our merchant partners to serve our customers. We continue to provide our users with an enjoyable and affordable shopping experience to meet their growing demand for high quality and value for money products. During the past few months, many product categories such as agriculture, consumer electronics, beauty and cosmetics, they all enjoyed positive consumer feedback. Many brands joined Pinduoduo and extended our consumers their best deals. We are happy to keep creating value for our consumers. But meanwhile, we still have many areas to improve, and the current industry competition remains intense. We need to continue to deepen our value creation, increase our R&D investment to help further improve the supply chain's efficiency, support upgrade of supply side, and facilitate agricultural digital inclusion. We celebrated our 7th anniversary last month, and we are extremely grateful for the support and trust from our consumers, merchants, farmers, and society. And we will continue to uphold our core values of putting people first, benefiting all, and being more open, so that we can create lasting value for all the stakeholders. Technology is at the heart of our value creation. From the very beginning, we committed to introducing technology to improve the efficiency of supply chain and create value for all the parties through digitalization. In the past year or so, we increased our investment in technology and focused on driving innovation through research and development. We have built a young, energetic, innovative team with strong technology background, and we are encouraged to see that our investment in technology is creating positive impacts to society. In agriculture, we keep promoting our holistic approach to digitalize the agricultural sector so that more and more people can benefit from advances in science and technology. Our approach in agriculture is a holistic way of creating inclusive growth. By leveraging the resources of Pinduoduo, we hope that more farmers will adopt agricultural technology to improve their productivity and put their farming practices in a more sustainable footing. The Harvest Festival last quarter is a good example of this approach. In September, Pinduoduo launched a dedicated Harvest Pavilion on the platform to support the annual Harvest Festival as its exclusive e-commerce platform partner. Lasting 3 months, the Harvest Pavilion features over 500,000 types of agricultural products across the country. We widen the market for farmers by bringing them into digital economy. The millions of consumers also make it more feasible to implement agricultural technology. Farmers are more willing to plant improved crops if they have confidence that consumers will buy them. During the Harvest Festival, we worked with CCTV and several professors from the Chinese Academy of Agricultural Sciences and the China Agricultural University to promote agricultural technology. For example, we introduced a new variety of sweet potatoes that are less prone to disease, developed by research institutes. The Pinduoduo platform helped this new sweet potato to reach more consumers nationally, and this crop is now grown in many parts of China and is available year-round. Its success has helped many farmers to prosper. This is a good example of how market demand can bring more science out of the lab and into the field. We are committed to using the Pinduoduo platform for consumers to discover new agricultural treasures so that they can enjoy healthier and more nutritious food. In the Harvest Festival, we also showcase a series of new and improved wheat varieties cultivated by China Agricultural University with the support of our 10 Billion Agriculture Initiative. These wheat varieties have higher yield, higher quality, and are more resistant to disease. In addition, we continue to support various events to promote the adoption of agricultural technology. Our flagship Smart Agriculture competition is currently underway in Shanghai, and this is an annual precision farming contest aimed at encouraging researchers to develop practical technology. We are partnering with China Agricultural University and Zhejiang University for this competition, with technical support from FAO China and the Shanghai Academy of Agricultural Sciences. The theme of the competition this year is vertical farming. Participating teams will compete to produce letters in shipping containers using Lightning, cross-modeling, and algorithms to control input variables. Several participating teams from the first two editions have already implemented their technology in the working farms, as well as on large-scale pilots to scale the solution. We hope that this initiative can inspire more young researchers, bring more research findings to the market, and support the development of smart agriculture. In the same way we are improving agricultural digitalization, we are helping to upgrade rural economy enterprises and manufacturers by connecting them directly with the end consumers. Our pioneering team purchase model can quickly and directly connect demand and supply through gathering consumer demand. We have leveraged digital technology to shorten the product development cycle and help manufacturers create products that closely match market needs. This can help manufacturers to build their brand. And in the past 7 years, we have helped incubate nearly 1,000 manufacturing brands through technology. And since the beginning of this year, we have launched several activities to support the manufacturing industry. For example, this year, we launched the new Craftsman campaign to help local craftsmen and their manufacturers find a bigger market for their products through e-commerce. And we have allocated dedicated resources to support high-quality local products and help small enterprises upgrade their branding. The new Craftsman program is now in many regions across the country, helping local manufacturers to build their brands. We hope to use the Pinduoduo platform to help more of these undiscovered manufacturers reach more potential buyers. The increased demand and exposure also benefit the local communities through more income and more job opportunities. As we enter our eighth year of operation, we remain passionate and excited about the future. We are a young company with a team full of drive and energy, and we will constantly explore areas to create positive value through technology. And with that, Jun will take us through the financials.
Thank you, Lei. Hello, everyone. I will go through our performance in the quarter ended September 30th, 2022. In terms of P&L, our total revenues in the quarter were RMB 35.5 billion, up 65.1% from RMB 21.5 billion in the same quarter of 2021. This was mainly driven by an increase in revenues from online marketing services and transaction services. Revenues from online marketing services and others were RMB 28.4 billion this quarter, up 58.4% compared with the same period of 2021. This was primarily due to an increase in merchant activities in Q3. Our transaction services revenue this quarter were RMB 7 billion, up 102% versus the same period of 2021. Moving on to cost and expenses. Our total cost of revenues increased 13% from RMB 6.6 billion in Q3 2021 to RMB 7.4 billion this quarter. Total operating expenses this quarter were RMB 17.6 billion versus RMB 12.8 billion in the same quarter of 2021. Our investment in certain projects, including a few agriculture-related projects, was affected in Q3. As such, our total operating expenses as a percentage of our total revenues have declined from 59.6% in Q3 2021 to 49.7% in this quarter. Looking into specific expense items, our non-GAAP sales and marketing expenses this quarter were 13.4 billion, up 39% versus the same quarter of 2021. On a non-GAAP basis, our sales and marketing expenses as a percentage of our revenue this quarter was 37.9%, compared with 44.9% for the same quarter in 2021. Our non-GAAP general and administrative expenses were RMB 226.3 million versus RMB 178.1 million in the same quarter of 2021. Our non-GAAP research and development expenses were RMB 2.1 billion, an increase of 15% from RMB 1.9 billion in the same quarter of 2021. The increase was primarily due to an increase in headcount and the recruitment of more experienced R&D personnel. We're committed to growing our R&D capabilities, and we step up our spending to drive innovation on our platform so as to better meet evolving consumer needs and lay the foundation for sustainable growth. In the area of agriculture, we will continue to deepen our investment in agri-tech and promote its adoption. Technology is also key to increasing supply chain efficiency and helping facilitate the development of manufacturing industry. Operating profit for the quarter was RMB 10.4 billion on a GAAP basis, compared with operating profit of RMB 2.1 billion in the same quarter of 2021. Non-GAAP operating profit was RMB 12.3 billion versus RMB 3.3 billion in the same quarter of 2021. Net income attributable to ordinary shareholders was RMB 10.6 billion, compared with RMB 1.6 billion in the same quarter of 2021. Basic earnings per ADS was RMB 8.38, and diluted earnings per ADS was RMB 7.34, versus basic earnings per ADS of RMB 1.31 and diluted earnings per ADS of RMB 1.15 in the same quarter of 2021. Non-GAAP net income attributable to ordinary shareholders was RMB 12.4 billion, compared with RMB 3.1 billion in the same quarter last year. Non-GAAP diluted earnings per ADS was RMB 8.62 versus RMB 2.18 in the same quarter of 2021. In summary, we think the current level of profitability in Q3 is temporary and unlikely to maintain. On the one hand, several investments in certain projects were factored in the last quarter. On the other hand, we continue to see good user engagement, which contributed to revenue growth. This shows that our financial and business cycles are not always in sync. We plan to increase our investment to further drive innovations on our platform and strengthen our core capabilities. As such, we think it's unlikely that the profit level of the past quarter can be maintained. That completes the profit and loss statement for the third quarter 2022. Now let me move on to cash flow. Our net cash flow generated from operating activities was RMB 11.7 billion, compared with RMB 8.7 billion in the same quarter of 2021. primarily due to the increase in net income and changes in working capital. As of September 30th, 2022, the company had RMB 137.8 billion in cash equivalents, and short-term investments. Thank you. This concludes my prepared remarks.
Thank you, Jing. Next, we will move on to the Q&A session. For today's Q&A session, Lei and Jing will take questions from analysts on the line. We could take a maximum of 2 questions per analyst. Lei will answer questions in Chinese, and I will help translate Lei's remarks for ease of reference. Operator, we may now take questions on the line.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer session. If you wish to ask a question, please press star 1 on your telephone and wait for your name to be announced. If you wish to cancel your request, please press pound or hash key. Participants are requested to restrict 2 questions at each time. The first question comes from the line of Joyce Ju from Bank of America. Please go ahead.
Thanks management for taking my question. I have 2 questions. My first question is, your online marketing services revenue this quarter delivered a faster growth rate than last quarter. What is the reason for this re-accelerated growth in the third quarter? How should we understand the growth rate momentum in the future? And the second question is, could management share the latest updates on your international initiative? Could you share your views or any takeaways at this stage? Does the current level of development meet the management's original expectation? 我把我自己的问题翻译一下。我的第一个问题是我们注意到公司这个季度的广告收入比上个季度同比增幅要更快一些，所以想问一下管理层，公司在第三季度能够实现加速增长的原因是什么？我们应该怎么去理解公司未来的增长动力？第二个问题是，能不能麻烦管理层跟我们分享一下公司现在正在进行的海外业务的进展情况？目前公司主要从实践中得到了哪些经验，以及有没有一些可以跟我们分享的数据和观察？目前海外业务的进展状况呢，是有没有达到管理层之前的预期？谢谢。
Joyce 你好我来回答一下你的这2个问题。那么首先是关于增长。那么在第三季度中呢，我们其实是跟我们的商家一起进一步的为消费者创造价值。那持续的为消费者提供呢多实惠多乐趣的购物体验。那我们通过优惠券促销活动等多种的方式，更好的服务消费者。
Joyce, so let me take your 2 questions. With regards to your first question on growth. During the third quarter, we worked closely with our merchants to create value for our consumers, and we keep bringing our consumers more savings, more fun shopping experience in the Pinduoduo platform. And we adopted different methods, including coupons and also promotional events to better serve our consumers.
那么与此同时呢，我们也看到了就是在拼多多平台上呢，消费者对于品质好货的需求日益的旺盛，那么也需要我们去积极的满足他们的需求。那么今年以来呢，和我们合作的品牌越来越多，那么这为消费者呢提供了更多的选择。那么包括在农产品、3C、家电、美妆的多个品类中呢，我们都得到了不错的消费者的反馈。那么在这里呢，我们也很感激消费者对于我们一直的信任。
And At the same time, we saw that our consumers' demand for high quality products are growing. We actively make efforts to satisfy their demand. And this year, more and more brands have started to cooperate with us. They provide more choices for consumers. And categories such as agricultural produce, electronics, home appliances, as well as cosmetics. These categories have received positive consumer feedbacks. And we are grateful toward the trust our consumers place in us.
但是也该看到，行业内的竞争呢仍然非常的激烈，同时呢，消费者的需求越来越的多元化。那么这就意味着呢，我们自身还有很多需要提升的地方。那么短期的投资被动减少，其实呢并不利于我们长期的业务竞争力的发展。因此呢，我们接下来会继续加大投入。那么通过更好的理解和服务消费者需求，同时呢，持续的扎根实业，那么通过对农业实体、对制造产业不同环节呢，进行这个科技投入，那么踏实的做好价值创造，那么这个我觉得才是这个平台长期高质量发展的支撑。
But in the meanwhile, we should see that industry competition is still intense, and also consumer preferences and demands become more and more diversified. So we still have many areas to improve, and the impact of our overall investment activity in fact is not beneficial to our long-term competitiveness. So in the future, we will continue to step up investments, and we will invest to better understand our consumers' needs and serve them better. And we will also need to continue to immerse ourselves deeply in the real economy and investing technology R&D to help improve the efficiency of the agriculture as well as the manufacturing sectors. These would support our high quality development over the long run.
那么有关于就是你的第二个问题，那么我们在今年2季度的业绩会上呢，当时提到正在筹划这个国际业务，那相信很多人也关注到了我们是今年的9月份推出了自己的国际电商平台。那目前呢，这项业务呢已经进行了几个月的时间。
And as for your second question, for our international business, in our last quarter's earnings conference call, we share with you the international business that we are working on. And I believe that many of you may have noticed that we rolled out our international marketplace in September, and it has just been a few months since we started this business.
那么国际业务对于我们整个团队来说，那么是一种新的探索。我们还是需要从消费者的需求出发，那么呢，尽量的发挥我们之前所积累的在运营以及供应链方面的经验，那么呢，希望能够努力创造出一种独特的价值。
And for our team, the international business is a new area to explore, and we will start from the fundamental needs of consumers and apply the operation and supply chain know-how and experiences that we have gained over the years, and strive to create our own unique value.
同时呢，我们会充分的尊重不同市场之间的这种多样性。那么我们也理解呢，这项业务呢需要不断的尝试，过程呢会充满了挑战。那么我们会保持耐心，与消费者和我们的合作伙伴一起和我们合作伙伴一起呢，为消费者呢，创造出长期的价值。
And also, we fully respect that there are many differences across different markets. And we also understand the need to constantly experiment, and we expect that the process will be full of challenges. So we will be patient and work together with our partners to create the long-term value for consumers.
那目前呢，这项业务呢还是处在初期的摸索的阶段。那么我们所提供的服务存在着很多可以继续进行优化的地方。我们会呢不断的学习提升自己。这个过程呢可能是需要时间的。但是呢从中积累的经验呢，对于公司和团队都是会非常具有意义。谢谢。
And currently, we are still in the early stage of exploration, and we have many areas to improve in terms of the services that we provide. We need to learn and also optimize. The process itself will take time, but I'm pretty certain that the experience that we gain along the way will be very valuable for our company and also for our team. Thank you. So, operator, we are ready to move on to the next question.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Thomas Chong from Jefferies. Please go ahead.
晚上好，谢谢管理层接受我的提问。我的第一个问题是关于我们第三季度收入增长的驱动力。如果把收入拆分成GMV 还有 take rate，我们在这两个指标的趋势情况，请问可以分享一下吗？另外的话，公司对于商家在 take rate 政策等方面呢，有没有发生变化？Thanks, management for taking my questions. My first question is related to the main drivers behind this quarter's revenue growth. If we further break down the revenue to GMV and take rate, can you share more about the trend in these two factors? Also, have you changed the take rate policy for merchants on your platform? And then I have another quick follow-up. 我的第二个问题呢是跟第一个问题呢也有一些关联的。除了对商家的 take rate 政策外，管理层可否再更多介绍一下呢？我们对于商家还有在产业上有没有一些扶持政策还有措施，以及在助力供给侧这方面上，公司对未来是否就是这个计划还有展望？谢谢。And my second question is also related to the first one. Apart from take rate policies, I'm also wondering for merchants and the industry upstream, can you also help to share if you have support measures and policies? Could management share more about your progress and the plan in this area? Thank you.
托马斯你好，那我先回答一下，就是有关助力这个制造业和供给侧这方面的问题。那么从创始以来呢，我们一直在通过我们自己的技术背景，提升制造业的效率。那么我们首创的拼单这样一个模式呢，能够通过汇聚订单，直接连接需求侧和供给侧呢， 帮助制造业企业减少中间的环节，那么从而呢帮助他们呢直接触达消费者。那么在这个过程中呢，帮助他们呢打造自身的品牌。那么在过去的7年里面呢，我们已经通过技术呢，帮助打造了近1000家的这个制造业品牌。应该说，我们一直是在和制造业的企业呢共同的成长。
Hi, Thomas. So let me address your second question around our support for the manufacturing sector and the supply chain first. From the beginning, we have been leveraging our technical background to help and improve the efficiency in the manufacturing sector. And the team purchase model that we pioneered can aggregate order and connect the demand side and the supply side directly. And this helps manufacturers reduce the intermediary layers, help them directly reach out to consumers. And in the process, it helps the brand create their own brand for manufacturers. So over the past 7 years, Pinduoduo has helped to build up nearly 1,000 brands through technology, and we are growing up with many manufacturers together.
那么同时呢，我们也通过为制造业合作伙伴提供全链路的数字化服务。那么在信息化上呢，助力传统的企业和制造工厂呢实现升级。那么我们帮助制造业的企业设计和调整产品。那么这个呢，从极大程度上呢，降低了这些企业在研发和生产过程中的不确定性。
In addition, we also provide one-stop digital solution covering the entire value chain to our manufacturing partners in order to help traditional manufacturers and factories to go through digital transformation. And we cooperate with these manufacturers on product designs and adjustment. This significantly lowers the cost and reduces the uncertainty during the R&D and also production processes.
那么我们做的这一切呢，也使得消费者能够通过更实惠的价格买到品质的好货，那么为消费者呢创造价值。这就从而实现了消费者、制造业伙伴以及我们拼多多平台三者之间正向的价值循环。
And all of these that we have done also help consumers get quality products with savings, and we can generate value for consumers in the process. This in turn can create a virtuous cycle amongst consumers, our manufacturing partners, and also the Pinduoduo platform.
那么今年以来呢，我们已经先后推出了多个支持制造业的这种专项计划。那么在很多领域，比如家电、服装、运动、美妆、日化、家居这样等众多的制造业领域呢，我们通过技术助力制造业企业。那么接下来呢，我们也会进一步的加大在这个制造业领域的投入，那么助力呢供给侧的升级。谢谢。
And this year we have introduced several dedicated initiatives to support manufacturers with technology. This includes many industries such as consumer appliances, apparel, sports, cosmetics, home care, as well as furniture. And we will continue to invest in this area to improve the efficiency of the supply chain. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Thomas. I will take your first questions about the GMV. Well, in the third quarter, we worked closely with our merchants to serve our consumers and improve their shopping experience. As the consumer activities and engagement grow, we think the merchants are naturally coming to our platform for growth and opportunities. And for financial metrics such as GMV and revenue, they are mainly the reflection of the value we create. So for us, the most important thing is to constantly increase value creation. We will continue to invest to deeper user market share engagement and further build up our technology capabilities. This will lay the foundation for our long-term development. Thanks.
Hi, operator. We can move to the next analyst in line.
Thank you. The next questions come from Ellie Jiang from Macquarie. Please go ahead.
感谢管理层接受我的提问。我有2个问题。第一个是想请管理层跟我们聊聊近期电商行业的一个整体趋势，包括第4季度目前我们看到的一个情况，然后公司在双11中的一个表现，以及说在大促期间有怎么样的一个最新的行业变化。第2个问题呢，也是关于公司的一个海外的业务发展。可否请管理层跟我们聊聊这个我们海外这边对于公司财务方面的一个影响，主要是会在哪些财报的栏目上面有所体现？然后3季度整体的一个影响规模大概是多大？以及说对于未来的一个投入规模管理上是否可以分享一下规划？Let me translate my questions. I have two. First, could management talk about the latest industry trends, including what we saw in fourth quarter, quarter to date? Can you talk about our performance during B11 promotion? What are the key industry themes have we seen for the Double 11 itself? And then second question is on the overseas. Could management share with us the financial impact for this initiative? What are the main financial statement line items that the impact? Could you help us quantify the impact for the third quarter, and what level of investment do you expect to make going forward? Thank you.
艾薇你好，我先回答一下，就是有关这个行业趋势的一个问题啊，就是对于这个问题呢，我觉得我们自己的想法呢，始终是说是要从消费者的根本需求出发。那么呢，其实我们是希望呢，1年中的每一天都能够持续的为消费者创造价值。那么这个呢，是我觉得是行业发展，也是我们自己发展的动力。我们也充分理解呢，就是优化消费者的体验，那么加深消费者对我们的信任。那么这是一个需要花时间逐步发展的过程。那么购物节也好，各种推广活动也好，那么只是呢我们服务好消费者的众多方式里面的一种。
Hi, Ellie. Let me take your question on industry trends first. For this question, we always start from consumers' fundamental needs, and we hope to create value for consumers on each single day throughout the year. And I think it is the core driver for the industry and also for ourselves. And we also fully understand that to improve consumer experience and deepen their trust in us, it takes time and it is a gradual process. And for a shopping festival and promotions, they are just one of the many ways to serve our consumers well.
我们希望消费者呢，在拼多多上呢，能有这种多实惠、多乐趣的购物体验。那所以说我们在策划这种购物节活动的时候呢，我们也是以消费者为中心。那么通过简单的规则呢，让消费者能够享受到这种购物的乐趣。那么今年呢，我们联合了许多的品牌和商户，那么给消费者带来了更多的品质好货，那么满足了他们在不同品类、不同场景中更加多元的需求。
And we hope that consumers can get more savings and more fun from shopping on Pinduoduo. So when we plan shopping festivals and events, we remain consumer-centric, and we use simple rules to provide consumers with an enjoyable shopping experience. This year, we have cooperated with many brands as well as merchants to bring more quality products to consumers in order to satisfy their diversified needs across different categories and in different consumption scenarios.
那与此同时呢，如果我们去看整个行业的情况呢，应该看到是说竞争仍然是非常激烈的我们仍然有许多需要提升的地方因此呢，我们需要耐心的在供给端进行投入，那么加大技术创新投入呢来进一步的提升这个供应链的效率，那么推动呢农业实体发展，推动这个供给侧的升级，那么从而呢更好的服务我们广大消费者的品质好物需求。谢谢。
And at the same time, if we look at the industry, we still see the competition remains intense, and we need to invest patiently in the supply side. And we need to step up our investment in technology and innovations to further improve the overall supply chain efficiency. We need to support the development of the agriculture sector and also the manufacturing sector. These would essentially enable us to better serve our consumers' increasing demand for quality products. Thank you.
Thanks, Ellie. I will take your question about the financial statements on our international initiative. Well, first of all, our international business is currently in a very early stage. It is still going through constant trials. Whereas we focus on how to create unique value, we believe that financial metrics are the natural results from the value that we create. And the international business is still very early, as I just mentioned. So its current impact on our financial numbers is small. And as with any other part of the business, we carefully evaluate the ROI of every investment. Thank you.
Operator, we can move on to the next question.
Thank you. The next question comes from Kenneth Fong from Credit Suisse. Please go ahead.
晚上好，谢谢管理层接受我的提问。我有两个问题，第一个就是管理层可否跟我们分享一下公司在农业这个战略上面有一些新的想法和发展呢？有没有一些案例可以跟我们分享的？那过去一个季度农业这个战略方面对我们财务有什么影响？另外就是8亿龙年项目，这个可以跟我们分享一下一些新的进展吗？然后我另外一个问题是关于盈利方面的，我看到公司已经连续6个季度实现盈利， 我们也看到其他的互联网公司也慢慢开始转移到增本增效。我所以想理解一下，就是过去几个季度公司的盈利也是否看到管理层也追随着类似这个增本增效这个策略呢？我们接下来应不应该期待公司在其他未来几个季度的盈利方面也会有这个类似的展现出来呢？我继续翻译一下。Thank you, management, for taking my question. May management share about the latest thoughts and developments in agriculture? Are there any cases or projects that you're putting resource into? What are the latest financial impact on your financial statement? And also for your 10 billion agriculture initiative, is there any update to share? And my second question is about profitability. We have delivered profitability for 6 quarters in a row. We have also noticed that many of your peers have started to focus more on cost control and efficiency improvement. So does your profitability for the past 3 quarters mean you have started to pursue a similar strategy? And should we expect a similar level of profitability to continue over the next 2 quarters? Thank you.
Kenneth 你好，我先回答一下，就是有关这个农业方面的问题。我们之前呢有分享过，农业呢是我们一个长期的战略，我们是希望通过推动科技来支持农业的发展。那么目前呢，我们的很多努力呢还处在一个早期的阶段，但是呢，的确已经看到了很大的价值创造的空间。那正好呢，也借这个机会呢，可以向大家介绍一下。
Hi, Kenneth. So let me address your question on agriculture first. So we have shared with you before that agriculture is our long-term strategy. We hope to promote agricultural development through technology. And for many of our efforts, we are still in the early stage of our agricultural strategy. But we already see a lot of areas to create value. And we are also very happy to take this chance to introduce more about our latest developments in this area.
那么首先呢，我们是通过自己的技术背景，提升了农货这个流通的这个效率。那么在今年的第3季度呢，我们通过丰收节、超级农货节的一系列这种农产品的专门的推广活动，那覆盖了几千个产区，帮助呢当地农户呢不断的拓宽市场。那么同时呢，在消费者这一边呢，就是让消费者能在更短的时间里面得到这种新鲜的、优质的农产品。
First of all, with our technical background, we help improve the distribution efficiency of agricultural produce. During the 3rd quarter, in our dedicated promotional events, such as the Harvest Festival and Agricultural Festival, we cover thousands of production regions and help farmers broaden their market access. This also helps consumers enjoy fresher and high quality agriculture produce within a shorter amount of time.
那么销量的增加呢，也能够让更多的农研产品呢，更快的走向市场，那提升呢这个科技这个转化的速度。那例如呢，在我们的丰收节里面呢，我们向消费者推广了多种通过最新的农业科技培养出来农产品。那在我们的资源投入下呢，我们帮助这些产品呢迅速的打开了市场，那么提升了农业科技的转化率。那么针对100亿农研专项，我们也在近期呢展示了由这一专项提供支持的这个中国农业大学培育的具有突破性的 小麦的新品种。
On top of that, sales volume can also help commercialize agri-tech solutions and support research efforts and improve the how commercialization happens. So for example, in our harvest festival event, we introduced many agricultural products created with the help of agri-tech, and with resources that we devote into agriculture, we can help these products roll out to the market quickly and help turn more agri-tech breakthroughs and innovations into consumer products. As for our 10 billion agriculture initiative, we recently introduced a few new wheat varieties developed by China Agriculture University with support from this initiative.
那么在农业领域呢，我们会持续的、踏实的做长期的投入，帮助更多的农业科技成果走向市场。后续呢，我们会持续的向大家分享这方面的进展。谢谢。
In agriculture, we will continue to remain down to earth and make long-term patient investment, as well as bring more agri-tech results to the market. Going forward, we will continue to share updates with you in the future. Thank you.
Thanks, Kenneth. I will take your second question about our profitability. Well, first of all, I would like to point out the high profitability level for Q3 is unlikely to continue. Over the past quarter, some of our projects, such as a few agriculture-related projects, as I just mentioned in my remarks, were impacted in terms of project timeline and investment pace. So the expenses line items on our quarterly results were affected. And on the other hand, our quarterly revenue increased as a result of increased merchant activities. Therefore, profitability is partially due to such time lapse. And this shows that our business cycle and financial reporting cycle are not always in sync. We think such profitability level may not be sustainable. In addition, we are still in the development stage. Profitability is not our current priority. We will continue to step up investments, especially to support agriculture and manufacturing industry through technology. And this may cause fluctuations in our future profitability, and the Q3 level will not continue. Thank you.
Okay, operator, it's about time, and thank you everybody for joining us today on the conference call. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to our team. Thank you all and have a great day.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude our conference for today. Thank you for your participation. You may all disconnect.